welcome to my YouTube channel Learn IT with Venkat. Myself Dr. Venkatesan. In this video I am going to discuss about InterVLAN routing and IP helper configuration using CISCO packet tracer. For that this is the topology which I have chosen. Very simple topology. One gateway is here and 3 switches and some end devices. In this topology we already pre-configured with VTP modes and VLANs. So this switch is going to act as VTP server and these switches acting as VTP client, which already pre-configured. If you want to look at that video which I have already uploaded for VLANs and VTPs, you can refer that video also in my channel. And VLANs also pre-configured, which is in this server switch 10, 20 and 99. So in this topology these two PCs are coming under VLAN 10 and these two PCs are coming under VLAN 20, and 99 is for management purpose we have configured so far. So in this video we are going to configure this portion for inter-VLAN routing, that is communication between one VLAN to another VLAN. So for that we have to make this gateway sub-interface configuration for each VLANs, because if you take a single local area network will have only one gateway, but you have divided your single local area network into different local area network, right? So for each virtual local area network, here we have to create virtual gateway. So here we have only one physical interface FA0/0. We are going to divide this physical interface logically into 3 sub interfaces. So for that, first go to your router CLI. So first time it is booting up, so give no, enable, configure terminal. So interface FA0/0. First look at your interface, color is in red color. So go to your main interface FA0/0 and give no shutdown command to make that port up. So once you have given no shutdown, you can see here it is changed to green color. And interface FA0/0.10 for first VLAN. Encapsulation is the IEEE standard. We have to access .1q VLAN number 10, and followed by that IP address 192.168.10.1 is the sub interface IP address for VLAN 10, and followed by subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and use up arrow. And now interface FA0/0.20 encapsulation .1q standard, and this is for VLAN 20. Here I have given the IP address, followed by that IP address 192.168.20.1 255.255.255.0. use up arrow. Now for the last sub interface 99, so encapsulation .1q 99 and IP address 192.168.99.1 255.255.255.0. so exit WR to write, saving your configurations. Now so run, check whether sub interface is created and IP address assigned or not. Yes, 0.10 created and IP assigned, 20 created and assigned, and 99 also assigned. So exit. Before that, the second step, we have to configure the DHCP service. So we need these PCs or these end devices is going to obtain the IP address. So it is going to obtain the IP address means we need of DHCP configurations. Okay, so for that DHCP configuration, here I have decided in 2 devices. One is in router and another one is in server. Why I have splitted means you can do DHCP in 2 devices. One it will be in router, you can configure, or you can use your server to configure your DHCP. So we will see here both. So first I go to my router. Okay, so configure terminal. So in router I want to create a DHCP pool for the VLAN sales is belongs to 10. So here IP DHCP first exclude the IP address which in VLAN 10 you have already used. You have already used 10.1 for your sub interface, so you want to exclude that IP address from your DHCP service, otherwise the conflict will occur, because DHCP started giving the IP address right from the first 10.1, but 10.1 we already given to the sub interface, so we have to exclude that particular IP address from the DHCP service. So IP DHCP excluded address 192.168.10.1 you have to exclude it. Excluded means removing it, and after that you have to go for your actual DHCP configuration. So IP DHCP pool name, here I have given all the details. So here sales is my pool name, and for which network, for VLAN 10, so 192.168.10.0 is my network address, 255.255.255.0 is my subnet mask, and default router means your gateway. So for your VLAN 10, what is your gateway IP address? 192.168.10.1 is your gateway IP address. Give enter. And as of now in your topology we don't have any server, but we will add it now. So here DNS server IP address I have decided is 192.168.99.100. so DNS server 192.168.99.100. I am going to make that server in the management VLAN. Okay, so that is why the IP address is 99.100. so exit WR. So first router configuration is finished. Now you can check your PC whether the PCs belongs to VLAN 10 could get the IP address or not. So PC desktop IP config. So from here I am going to request DHCP and check. Yes, see, DHCP request successful for VLAN 10. And another PC desktop IP config DHCP. Yes, this also getting, see, 10.3, this is 10.2. okay, and then for suppose so far I didn't configure for VLAN 20, but let me try it. Go to desktop IP config DHCP. It will take some time, but you will not get the IP address for VLAN 10. See here, it is DHCP failed, and APIPA is being used. APIPA in the sense automatic private IP assignment. Okay, private IP, it will be when DHCP is getting failed, this APIPA IP will be given to the PC. Okay, 169 range. Okay, so this is getting failed DHCP because so far we didn't configure for VLAN 20. Okay, 20 where we are planning to configure, which is in your server. So from the end device I am going to add the server. So this is my server PC. This IP address I am going to make it as 192.168.99.100/24 is my server IP, and I am going to give the connection. So here 4 given to your server. Okay, fast forward. So this is going to be your server. So click the server desktop IP, set the IP. You know that server IP 192.168.99.100, tab subnet mask, and 99 means management VLAN. You know the management VLAN gateway 99.1, which is your 0.99 IP address, and this server is going to act as a DNS server also. So 192.168.99.100, same IP of your server. Okay, and followed by that, here I am going to the service tab. In the service tab, here I have a DHCP service. So click the DHCP service. You will get the options like this. So here I have given the details. Make the service on, and pool name. So what is the pool name here? Accounts. So here I am going to relabel it as accounts, and here you are configuring for VLAN 20. So VLAN 20 default gateway is 192.168.20.1, and the DNS server is your server IP address, so 192.168.99.100, and this is belongs to VLAN 20. So 192.168.20 is your network address, and what is the starting IP? 1 already you have given for your gateway here. So here you have to start the IP from 2. That's it. Here you have to click the add. Okay, again your pool name is accounts, and your VLAN 20 gateway is 20.1, and DNS server of your network is 99.100, and this is belongs to VLAN 20. So 20 starts with 2. Why not given 1 means 1 is already assigned to the gateway. Okay, that's it. Now this link you have added now, right? Okay, before pre-configured you have 1 you configured, 2 you configured and 3 you already configured, right? So for suppose if I am making this, okay, this I am going to make it as VLAN 99. Okay, this is going to be my VLAN 99, which is management VLAN. Okay, so this is going to be my management VLAN. So I am going to configure this FA0/4 which is connected with your server. So go to this switch, CLI, enable, configure terminal, interface FA0/4, which is going to be switch port mode access, because last video I told you like if it is connected with the end device, that is going to be a access mode. So access and switch port access of what VLAN, which is 99. Okay, so here I have configured access of VLAN 99. So exit WR, save your configurations. Okay, and make your fast forward. Now everything is over. Now go to PC which is belongs to VLAN 20, same IP config, and change static and back to DHCP and check whether you are getting or not. See, still you are not getting. What is the problem? You have configured DHCP in your server and you have configured the interfaces also, but still the PCs are not getting the IPs. Why? Because now by default all your end devices will request for DHCP to the router gateway only. Okay, so by default this DHCP request will go to router, but in router do you have the DHCP for 20? No, your DHCP for 20 is in server. So router don't know. So first this request will go to the interface, sub interface 20.1. okay, 20.1 it will go and it will check whether you have the DHCP for 20 or not. So for your request will go here, and this router, your gateway will check inside the router for VLAN 20 DHCP, but you don't have for 20 network DHCP here, only for 10. So it will not be resolved. So it don't know, router don't know where is that actual DHCP is configured. So it is getting fail again. So what I have to do here is the need for IP helper. Okay, so configure terminal interface FA0/0.20, because for that 20 only you have configured it in server. So go to your 20 gateway, and here you are going to help the request, DHCP request, and redirect that request to your server. So 192.168.99.100 your server address. So if any DHCP request comes to this interface, will direct that request, redirect that request to your server. Okay, enter, that's it, end WR. Now check it again with your PC, static, go back to DHCP. See, now you are getting it. Hope you understand. Okay, now for PC2 and now DHCP. See, now you are getting back. So what is the use of IP helper? You have to instruct your router's gateway where that VLAN's DHCP is configured. If the DHCP is in router, no problem, VLAN 10 received it directly, but when you come to VLAN 20 DHCP you have configured it in server. By default your DHCP request will go to router, as I told you, right? So you have to give IP helper command in that particular sub interface to redirect your DHCP request to the server. Fine. Now from here, command prompt, I am going to ping my gateway 192.168.10.1. yes, it's pinging, and 20.1 gateway, yes, one VLAN to another VLAN, that is what we call it as InterVLAN, and 99.1 Yes, it is also pinging, and I am going to ping my server. Yes, server is also pinging, and I am going to check 20.2. So if you go for another end device, it will take first request as timeout, but second request onwards it will hit it. If you re-receive it, 100% success you will get it. See, okay, so from one VLAN to another VLAN, now it is pinging. We called it as one arm routing, inter VLAN we called it as. Okay, single arm routing or one arm routing. Okay, hope you understand. Thanks for watching this video.